We good?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all, man, look. The Shattered Illusionz Podcast is back
Yeah.
in full effect.
Yeah.
Will I take him to the breaking?
Before anything, guys, like the video. This is going to be a banger episode for y'all.
Yep.
We just got just the family down here. I mean, it's not no ladies down here, just me and CMarty chopping up some game. And we have, of course, Alex in the back who's going to interject with her opinions that nobody cares about.
We need more family episodes.
Yeah,
sure.
man. So
Nobody cares.
it's been a while since we done this, CMarty. I think I'm excited for it, bro.
Me too.
How you feeling, man?
Yo, I'm good, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I appreciate you, like the real people in my life that really fuck with me, for me, because I keep it a buck. If I don't fuck with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. So appreciate you. Hey, listen, if you want the, can I get the camera, Alex?
You want the soundboard too?
Yeah, let me get a soundboard, bro. That's really how I'm feeling tonight because
Oh yeah, you feeling real
it
good.
is what it is, bro. Listen, if you want the best fitness podcast, the best fitness advice, tune in to CMarty Fit, CMarty Fit, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to the page, share with a friend, and it's a different outlook on fitness. It's great. You're gonna love it. And if you don't love it, it's okay. There's other fitness pages for you, but it is what it is. TK, I'm gonna let you take over your podcast.
Appreciate you, man. It's so funny you was talking about that, bro, because on your episode last night we was talking, you and Toon were kind of talking about some. Shout out Toon, by the way. How y'all were at a pool party and stuff, and niggas kind of passive aggressively hating.
Bro, that shit is wild, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it, bro. I'm over it. I'm over this shit,
yeah.
bro.
But, bro, it was the same way when I went to one probably about 2 weeks ago. And I have to tell you, bro, I went in that joint. Of course, you know, most people aren't fit like us. So they got the beer bellies. They got the tattoos. You know,
Facts.
they don't really look good. Don't take care of themselves.
Facts.
Things like that. So I'm getting kind of like passive aggressive, like little looks. Like, damn, bro, all you do is work out. All you eat is salad all day, every day. I'm like, man, like, you don't got to do all that, son. You know, if you really wanted to work out, you could have the same exact body that I have. But you know what? You're lazy. You're undisciplined. You're not motivated. And you're a loser.
So you're not gonna look how I look, bro. It's okay.
So let's keep it a buck, man.
It is what it is, bro.
But, bro, as I always say, while they hate, we just going to keep getting more money, make better content, and keep doing what we're doing because hate only comes from below. And we trying to get to the top.
Bars. That's crazy.
Was that a pause?
No, it wasn't a pause. That's crazy, man.
Alex, how you feeling tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I mean, you've been on one today, but you know it's good.
You done. Go ahead.
Alex, what's the best certification to get?
Oh my gosh!
No,
Relax.
She wild.
City
Right
boy,
now.
city boy.
Yeah, I don't know why that's even a problem, but I'm gonna keep something. I'm gonna keep.
I'm
some
not
stuff
complaining.
Off.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna keep some stuff off the freaking podcast.
Y'all see Marty did XYZ. It is what it is. Fuck it.
All right. So before we get to the episode, guys, like the video, sub to the channel. Let us know what you want to see. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Rumble. Shout out to all the family. Shout out Nana. Shout out Destiny. Shout out Shanita. Shout out BK. Shout out Brooke. Shout out everybody. Happy to have y'all back soon, but this is just going to be episode strictly for the fellas, giving y'all some game, talking some real stuff. So let's hop into it. See, Marty, where's the bomb button at?
Second page. It should be second page,
All right.
bro.
So the episode title for the day is going to be Signs You Are Her Emotional Gas Station.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
So, Alex, let me
Talk
ask
about
you this. Let me ask you this real quick. When you hear the term emotional gas station, what are you thinking of?
A girl only comes to you when she has problems. She dumps everything on you, and then she dips out to go be with the dude she was with before, or the one that's actually giving her the problems.
So you did that before?
No.
Put the camera up top when CMarty's talking, please. So
Hold on. So not one male you've ever met in your life you've done that to?
Like male dumped my problems.
Yeah.
No.
I don't believe you, but okay.
I
Stop the cap.
TK, do you believe
I
her?
don't, you know damn well I don't believe her,
Okay,
bro.
all right.
What?
As long as we're on the same page.
That's all I'm gonna say. But CMarty, what you think emotional gas station is? Or pretty much you agree with Alex?
No, I agree. I think it's the same thing, and I think it's like a woman she doesn't have her mind made up. Like she knows what she wants,
Right.
and she'll realize she can't get that. So the male that's there to accept all her issues, whatever she's going through, the trauma,
Yep.
breakups, baby father problems,
Mm.
that guy might get a chance at some pussy.
It's giving
Shit.
placeholder.
It's never gonna happen. But we're gonna do this for the episode, guy. But he's gonna first of all give y'all official definition of what an emotional gas station is. Gonna give some examples that we've had from our past ourselves. Give you some warning signs that she might have to do in the background. Then third, how to recognize you are the emotional gas station. And of course, we're gonna talk about how to get out of it. So first, I wrote this down today, actually, guys. You know, I don't do my outlines like CMarty. I think got everything on his phone. I'm still more of an old school pen and paper dude, man.
You got to upgrade, bro.
I know, but I just feel better and I retain information when I write things down a little bit better, bro.
I feel the same way though.
All right.
That's why. Never mind.
Now go ahead, bro.
Uh-uh.
That's why I was.
Hey,
see, look, you about to get Shattered Illusionz canceled. Is that why niggas hate you, bro? Is that what it is? You want to say something like that?
I keep it a buck. That's why niggas hate me, but it is what it is. But maybe that's why you all are compatible.
Is there anything you want to get off your chest before we get into the pod? Because go ahead, man.
Cameras
I'm gonna say this, man. I love everybody, and I love to keep it real with everyone. But if you're not cool with me keeping it real, it's okay. And if you feel some type of way because I'm doing my thing and you're not doing your thing, and you think your woman might be attracted to me because I'm doing my thing and you're not doing your thing, oh well, it is what it is.
So who are these people we talking about? Were these like ex-teammates?
I don't want to do that. I don't even want to do that. I don't
Okay.
even want to do that. But what I will say is I'm the source at the end of the day. And if you're not the source, it's okay. Bars.
And that's why they hating on you, bro. It is what it is.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild.
All right, so fellas, what is an emotional gas station? That's definitely a damn wrong button.
You gotta tighten up, brother.
Apparently, bro. So
Tighten up.
the emotional gas station, it's a metaphor used to describe a mostly one-sided relationship. Normally, it's the man. This man's going to be used for emotional support by a woman who has no intentions on ever sleeping with you. In this scenario, the man provides comfort, validation, a listening ear, much like a gas station provides fuel. This woman stops by when she feels low on emotional fuel, seeking to refuel herself through you. Once she feels recharged and she's all fueled up, she leaves without giving anything back. And she leaves you with no commitment, no affection, and more importantly, no sex. So, go ahead,
I've
bro.
never done that before.
Alex, come on, man. You can't
Come
be
on,
on Shattered
I
Illusionz.
don't believe
but
that.
my thing is, I'm not opening up to somebody like that on a level if I don't see them in a certain way. I feel like, in my opinion, that's just not me.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I'm not about to go tell somebody all my problems if I don't see them in a significant way, unless like they're my girls. Like, I'm not just out here telling people my business, and that goes for guy friends as well.
So how many male friends do you have?
Friends,
Male friends.
I have a couple, and
How-
they don't know my business. Like, they might know.
So what's the extent?
Surface, but they might know
So
who's around.
What's
or
the
like,
extent of information that you tell them?
I don't tell them that much information because that's when you start to get outside opinions.
So do they know about
And
TK?
They know, yes, they know him, but they don't know anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will say, for the most part, Alex is she plays the cards a little bit more close to her chest than most females do. She's not really going to run her mouth like that, but she's still a girl at the end of the day.
No, brother.
And what I mean is that she's still going to use certain niggas for certain things. That's just how it is. And if I'm being honest, before we really got to where we are, she was trying to run that game on me. But you already know it. Like I tell every girl I deal with, right game, but wrong nigga.
I wasn't trying to run no game.
All right, anyway, so I'm gonna give y'all some examples from my past real quick. As I've told y'all before 1,000 times, I wasn't the dude that got all the women in the past. You know, I was also the friend zone guy, the guy that would constantly hear about a girl's troubled past. And not because I necessarily didn't like it, because I like talking to women about relationships. I kind of like that. But they didn't see me as the guy that was going to get them off or make them wet. I was a guy that was the safe guy that provided good conversation, great guidance, but I never was going to be the one they're going to sleep with.
Stepdad?
I was never going to be a stepdad, bro.
You
That never was
pappy.
going to happen. Nah, F that. So
you're
go ahead.
so you're telling me no woman. I mean, at this age, you know women with kids, bro.
Oh, sure.
No woman ever looked at you as a potential stepdad, bro.
I'm talking about more so in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
I
you
got
know,
you.
college days a little bit, maybe high school.
I got you.
So, yeah. Back in those days, I basically was the guy that would come to for good advice, but never was able to be the one that would actually be the one that complained about. So they'll come to me to complain about Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray, but I was never Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray. And I've even had girls in the past tell me that, hey, if we aren't married by 27, 28, I want to marry you. Which at the time I thought was the best compliment ever.
That's a flex,
Yeah.
bro. That's
I mean,
a flex,
Thought
bro.
that was the best thing since like.
Yeah.
Out of everybody, she want to marry you at 27, 28. That's a flex, bro. You should be proud of that.
But when I have my mom telling me, and even older women in my life telling me that, hey, TK, women won't appreciate guys like you till they're older. And I was thinking, yeah, you know what? One day I'll be the guy they appreciate. All I gotta do is try a little bit harder. Meanwhile, the nigga that she really wanted to be with, and the one she was fiending after, wasn't doing anything and was clapping them cheeks.
Slutting her out.
Facts.
She asking what certification to get.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, brother. Listen, I'm gonna leave that one alone, man. But CMarty, do you think you ever been in a girl's emotional gas station ever, or you kind of always been more of a guy that went after what you want?
I think I've been there. I'll be transparent with you. I'm pretty sure I've been there. But I had to learn just like you had to learn. When that leads to what I don't want, eventually I got to step away.
Yeah,
you understand? So go ahead.
I was just saying, I think it's important for guys to realize that you have to know what it is you want from a woman. You know, if you really just are cool with being friends in your heart of hearts, you're truly cool with being friends, I'm okay with that. But I think that most guys, if they're honest with themselves, they're not okay with just being a woman's friend and talking about relationships of a dude she's smashing. You know, most guys want to be the dude she's smashing, not talking about the dude she's smashing. But a lot of it just comes with being honest with yourself, fellas. Alex, you kind of already answered the question, but do you feel like you've ever used a guy that you weren't talking to for any kind of emotional validation and support or anything? Honestly.
I'm going to say maybe once. I've actually told you about this person before. I maybe once, and that's only off the strength of, and it wasn't like, but that's the thing, it wasn't like a dude issue. It was like a family related issue, but it's still an issue. I'm gonna say maybe once.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so she did tell you about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Alex is pretty transparent with her stuff.
You know, women like to not tell niggas about shit.
Bro, I already know, because even though for as girl's Alex is, she's still a girl. So there'll be certain things she ain't going to tell me from her past, but she'll get as close as possible as a girl can tell you. So
understood.
I tell you everything.
Whatever. All right. So first of all, before we talk about going in more into the episode, let's talk about some warning signs that she's actually had somebody else in the background, fellas, because the reason you're an emotional gas station is because you aren't the main dude, right? So you have to go ahead and talk about those warning signs that you aren't the main dude.
She's giving that pussy to somebody else.
Facts. And women, that's a good point, CMarty. Women will always tell you they're not smashing anybody else, but I promise you, fellas, if she's a halfway decent chick, good-looking girl, a 6 on a good day, it's going to be somebody that she's smashing. She'll never admit it. She'll never say he's there. Ignore all that. They're always there. So let's talk about some warning signs. The first sign, What you think it is, Alex?
That she only answers the phone at certain times, or she's always in certain places when the phone is being answered.
Look at you, man. She learned a little something, but it's pretty much the same thing. Inconsistent availability.
But she got to take a nap.
No, she has to work in the morning.
Two things can be true.
Man.
Well, she's working out. She's not picking up the phone in her workout. She's locked in her workout.
She's focused on herself. She's meditating.
Two things can be true.
But you know what? You know why I say it's not true though, Alex? Because when a chick likes you, she'll put up all kind of resistance at first before she starts liking you. Yeah. And then once she likes you and then you have sex with her, all that I'm busy, I have things to do, it goes out of the window.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Once you figure out your D size,
facts.
All that shit goes out the window.
Or you hitting it good,
all that shit goes out the window.
Her job, her family, everything disappears. But before that, you know, my great grandmother's cat died. I had to make sure I go to that funeral. My uncle Junebug's in from town and he's having surgery.
That's crazy.
I'm like, come on, bro.
So let me ask you something, bro.
Go ahead, man.
That was number one. Before we get to number two, this is number 1.5. I gotta ask you something. This is kind of off the walls. You might cut this part out.
Go ahead, bro. You want to shatter illusions?
Let's shatter the illusion. Let's shatter the illusion. If you hitting her consistently, right?
And
let's say her coochie starts smelling different. Is she fucking somebody else?
That's a great question, bro.
I'ma say 9 times out of 10. Or 8 times out of 10. Sometimes it could be maybe what she's putting in her body, but
wait. So hold on, Alex, for clarification. You saying that if it does start smelling differently out of nowhere, it's a chance that she smashes somebody else?
That's what I think. Yeah.
She would know better than me, but I'm going to say in my experience, our first response, I'm going to say no. Just because I know how sensitive women's bodies can be about certain stuff. Like Alex just said, it could be she using a new shampoo. It could be some kind of detergent she's using. It could be she ate something bad that day.
Might be not drinking water for some reason.
And that's trifling.
Yeah, who knows? But
facts.
But now, to your point, CMarty, if it's a constant thing, a week longer or more, I'm like, yeah, something's up with that. But a one-time thing, probably not. But to touch on the inconsistent availability, guys, when a girl calls you, let's say she's available all throughout the week, then all of a sudden the weekend comes and she's just vanished, not around no more. Chances are not because she's busy or she's out with her friends. It's because that nigga she shouldn't be dealing with is probably around and now she don't got time for you. But during her off-peak times, and when we say an off-peak, we're talking about times that aren't really like popping, like, you know, Monday, 6 o'clock, Tuesday night dinners, whatever the case is, that's when she's available. But when Friday, Saturday, and Sunday come around, you know, when everybody out drinking, having fun and partying, all of a sudden she going ghost. And it's not because she having some kind of girls' night. It's because Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray coming through to rail her out for the evening.
Girls' night is every night.
Yeah, all right. Next. Number 2, lack of transparency.
Uh-oh.
What does that mean? That means she tells you everything going on with her life about that nigga, the things he's doing wrong, but all her other comings and going, she don't tell you shit about. So she'll tell you when Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray are messing up. You'll know social security number. You know how old his mom is, how many kids he got. You'll know everything. But when it comes to who she going out of town with, or who she in the Airbnb with, all of a sudden she ain't telling you nothing. So if a girl hiding something from you fellas, you can know everything about the nigga she fucking with. But when she go out of town, all of a sudden she ain't telling you nothing. It ain't because she good at keeping secrets. It's because she's ashamed that she's complaining to you the whole time, and now she's out with that nigga again.
She might be innocent, bro.
Come on, man. You know we don't do that around here.
She belongs to the streets.
Damn.
So no woman's innocent.
Absolutely not. And honestly, no person's innocent. We all full of shit. But the thing I always tell men is that at least men, we admit our shit. Women act like they're just perfect angels that don't do anything wrong. And they can be worse than us, honestly.
I had a joint tell me not too long ago. He was like, "Oh yeah, I ain't had sex in a year."
Stop the cap.
I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm believing that, bro.
But you know what, bro? It's so messed up because there could be that 1 in a million joint out there that really has not had sex in a year.
I found her out of all ninjas.
And I would never
I
believe
found
it.
her.
And I would never believe it, bro.
How did that sound? This ninja found her. I'm nowhere near perfect. I don't even deserve that.
Man, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't even deserve that. And I found her. I don't believe it.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. It's the same thing. I mean, some people can say we're damaged or jaded. And that might be true.
Is that damage, Lex?
Yeah.
That I have that mindset?
Yeah.
So would you advise, like, you have brothers?
Yeah, but they're only 11.
Would you advise your brothers?
I have an older brother too.
Would you advise any of your brothers to move with that mindset to where it's like, okay, maybe you found 1 in a million?
Yeah, but logically.
What does that mean?
What the?
Like-
It's yes or no. Like, there's no. I mean, obviously, it's logically if you're
it's-
thinking that, but no, it's yes or no.
Like if you know the person and red flags and how they move, I feel like you could tell really if it's cap or not. No.
I want from your perspective. What are some ways that a guy can tell if a girl's capping or not? From your perspective.
I mean, I feel like if a girl is overly flirty, if you turn around, she's always in somebody else's face.
That don't
if
mean
she's
nothing
the
necessarily.
One, you sure?
I'm positive.
I don't know about that one.
Some girls just attention whores.
That's true, but I just feel like the signs could be there. I feel like that's a big sign.
That's the only one you got?
Yeah.
That's terrible advice.
I don't think that's terrible advice.
That's terrible.
So
advice.
you know more about women than Lex does. And Lex is a
Absolutely.
woman.
Absolutely.
No, he doesn't.
Does that even make sense, Lex?
No, because he doesn't.
As the old saying goes, if you want to know how to hunt, you don't ask the deer. You ask the hunter.
That's a bar.
No, it's not.
I'm
No,
telling
that's
you,
a
bro.
bar, bro. That's a bar. That's crazy, bro.
So what would you say? You would just say never believe if
How would I tell if a girl is? What are you asking me?
if they've been abstinent for a year.
Nothing's ever foolproof, but I always tell fellas that anytime a girl talks, she's communicating something about her, who she is as a person.
So like how quickly she opens up.
Well, just think about lifestyle choices. If a chick can't stay on a diet, which is probably one of the easiest things in the world to do, how is she denying herself of one of the highest pleasures of humankind, which is sex?
Damn, that is good advice.
That's damn.
Okay, well,
So
I'll take my L for that one.
BBWs is horse.
Most times, bro. But but we going in your lane now, bro. What does being fat signify? Being undisciplined,
You're right.
unstructured,
You're right.
having no routine,
You're right.
and also a lack of good judgment.
I mean, I know somebody who's doing this right now.
Doing what?
Who's doing a 75 hard, but also being abstinent. It happens.
Stop the cap.
That's so crazy.
Who you talking about?
You know what you're talking about.
No,
Or
I don't
does
know.
he?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
I
I'll
might
tell you
yeah.
after the show.
No, you don't.
At the gym?
I'll show you after.
At your gym?
You don't know
She
though.
used to be at our gym, though. But
BBL?
Huh?
BBL?
Hell no.
No.
Natural?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Okay.
But back to even just the signs. So that's one thing. You can't stay on a diet, but you saying you're denying yourself sex. That makes no sense to me. Also, as I always say, tattoos and piercings. Those always are signs of impulsivity, lack of good judgment.
I love tattoos.
Ain't nothing wrong with that,
What if
bro.
some things are easier than others? What if it's easier for them to abstain from that versus getting in the kitchen and cooking?
Wait, what do you mean?
Staying on it? Because you're saying like if they can't stay for a good diet, then how are they doing that? What if it's easier for them to not open their legs versus having a good meal?
Well, think about the concept though, Lex. What I'm trying to tell you. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you can't have discipline about not putting sugary foods into your diet, which we know sugar is what? It's a dopamine spike. It makes you feel good about yourself. And it's also highly addictive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't stop eating sugar or having those dopamine spikes from sugar, how are you going to stop yourself from doing that to sex, which is probably even a more bigger dopamine spike and more addictive than sugar can be to a certain extent? Women like sex just as much as men do, if not more a lot of the time. And that's not saying everything's absolute with everybody, because it's not.
Of course.
But for most people, that's a good judgment call right there.
But women go through seasons of not wanting sex.
And I believe that, bro. I really do believe that. It is. They do go through periods of, but it ain't more than a week. Might be a day or two. But especially if she got one that she normally like fucking with for a long time, bro, she ain't gonna do that. All women got a Mr. Wrong.
She don't want that dick.
Mary J. Blige got the song about that, Mr. Wrong, bro. I love that song. Telling you. All right, the last sign you know she's seeing somebody else. What women do best is breadcrumbing you.
Please explain.
Sure. She give your ass just enough to keep you around. But when it comes to you making a date, you trying to see her in a one-on-one setting, she never does any of that. She might call you boo every once in a while, send you a semi-revealing kind of picture that makes her look good for a little while, just to get a little bit enough to keep your ass having hope.
But women have businesses. They're busy now.
Okay, I have done that.
We know.
No, but off the strength of keep them around, but like as soon as they send that text and says, "Hey, let's do this."
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was so busy. I didn't see a message yesterday. Although I am a bad texter in general.
But you know what though? When you do that and they be like, "Oh yeah, I'm busy," the moment they see you with another chick, that's when they fuck with you.
See, Mar, you're dealing with the wrong women, because women don't like that. They want their man to be all about them and nobody else.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. The moment they see you got some emotion, they gonna fuck with you. That's a fact. That's a fact. You can't even deny that.
You're damaged, bro.
You can't even deny that.
You're just damaged.
Maybe I hate my mother.
You know, your mother's a black woman.
Maybe I hate black women.
Why don't you go be gay?
Maybe that's the case. Maybe I don't like women.
You guys are full.
You were definitely sassy.
Zesty.
We were just talking about sassy before.
All right, let's go into some signs you are her emotional gas station. Sign number 1. She only reaches out when she's down. Guys, if a chick's calling you all the time with bad news, it's never anything positive in her life. It's always something like her coworker's making her mad. The dude she smashed won't commit to her. Her and her mom don't get along. If it's always bad news when she talks to you, it's never anything good. Chances are you're the guy making her feel good about herself. And she just wants to vent. Remember, guys, women are not like us. Men, when we talk, we want a problem solved. Women want to vent about the problem. Go ahead, CMarty.
I was going to say, can you provide an example? Because I'm really... So when we bring stuff up, I try to put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, she's calling when she's down. Like, what does that mean? Is it a money situation? Is it a...
when I'm saying down, I think I was kind of just hitting on it, but like down emotionally. And honestly, now that you mention that, bro, it could be some money stuff kind of thing too.
That's the only one I could think of at the moment.
But when you're always calling somebody, you never had anything positive to say. It's always something wrong with her job, her relationships, with her parents, her friends. It's always something negative that she's venting about, or she calls you to fix something like, hey, my toilet's running. Can you come do this? Yeah. Hey, I don't got enough money for this. Hey, I got this bill due. Like, don't get me wrong. We're all here to help and support people. But when somebody calls you constantly, everything's always wrong. The majority of conversations about something that she did wrong, she's not doing right, or whatever the case is,
Yeah.
that's when you know signs are you probably are her emotional gas station.
Right. Like, did she ask you how was your day?
That's my point. And good
Come
point.
on,
I'm
man.
glad you said that, Alex, because a conversation should be a two-way street. It shouldn't just always be about what I can do for you. You should be asking me, how am I doing? Can you do anything for me as well? Because we all know, no matter what girls say, relationships are transactional.
Facts.
It should be a two-way street with any person that you deal with.
Facts.
But women think that their presence is enough for some reason. Don't know where they got that from.
That shit crazy, bro, because they really think that they're more special than the next joint.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate because it's more of them than us. And I could find 4 of you before you find 4 of me.
More
It's
like,
a fact. It's
more,
it's
more like
a fact.
10 of you before you find one of me.
Oh, well, all right. Now.
Especially if you're talking about black woman and black man, bro.
Uh-oh.
I ain't even gonna go in that. We do a separate show on that.
I'm about to say,
Nah,
here come the
that shit
quotes
is-
and numbers.
Shit is actually wild.
But number 2 kind of coincides with number 1, which is you're a personal therapist. Remember, when you go to therapy, guys, it's normally somebody listening to your problems and then providing input. If you feel like that she just calls you to vent and there's never a two-way street, again, you're probably her emotional gas station. It shouldn't be a damn therapy session every time y'all talk.
Not to get off topic.
Go ahead, bro.
How do you feel about men going to therapy? Like,
That's a great question, bro. Now we're on the therapy topic.
I think y'all should go.
and then answer that, and then compare that to women going to therapy.
Damn, bro, this actually could be a separate show.
Sorry, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna touch on it. I'm gonna touch on it real quick. Pause. That was crazy.
Woo! I need to say that pause with some more emphasis. You mean
that was
it.
crazy, bro. God.
I need you to say it like you mean
no Diddy,
it.
you know. No Diddy, you know. First of all,
Yo,
Because
that's
Because you know how you saying something and then you don't realize how
Until
crazy
it
it is to
comes-
us like mid sentence. You can't stop yourself at that point. That's where I was at with that.
no Diddy, you know.
All right, so therapy for men. I think that therapy can teach you some positive tools that allow you to cope with certain things as a man. But as Andrew Tate always says, therapy, your need of therapy is normally an indicator that something else is off in your life. Before you go to therapy, I had to look at a couple things. What's your diet like? Are you working out? Are you getting sun? Do you have goals? Do you have ambitions? Are you right with God? If all those things are in check, and then you still want to get a little bit better at communicating, I think therapy can be a good thing. But with men, most of the time, we're not good with talking. When you need therapy as a man, it's because you have something out of line. You're not working as hard as you know you should be. You're not making any more money. You don't have any kind of goals. Therapy can be good. Let me make that clear. But therapy is no more of an addition to everything else getting right in your life. Now, go ahead, Alex.
What if as a guy you need somebody to talk to?
Men should have somebody to talk to, but that goes to having other men that you like and respect, and then also having God.
But are these men your friends at the point where you trust them as if it's something ever to go wrong in that friendship? He knows or you know that information that you've poured into them won't go anywhere. Because
But-
that's sometimes when people, hire therapists.
Can I ask you this question?
Mm-hmm.
I think that why would I have a friend that I couldn't trust, that if the relationship went bad, that he still wouldn't run his mouth? That's not somebody that I would consider a friend in the first place. And it goes back to what I say to women all the time. Before you call anybody your baby father, your man, your husband, whatever the case is, that person should be vetted severely. So you got to see that person happy, mad, upset, how they deal with money, how they act around women, things like that. So before I call you my friend, I've seen you under all those scenarios. And that's not saying I'm not respectful to everybody, because I am. I respect everybody. But I call very few people my friend. And that's how it should be for most men.
Mm-hmm.
If you even have a question if that man's going to run his mouth after y'all are done being friends, or if y'all fall off, then that's not somebody you should have in your life. My opinion. Go Go ahead, CMarty.
I was gonna say I think men too, like just we 31. You have to experience a level of trauma, a level of losses,
Facts.
a level of damn, I don't know what the fuck to do as a man to get to that next level, to even be attractive for a woman. You feel me? Whereas women, like I feel like their trauma
Damages them.
exactly, and it's negative to where it's like, okay, she been through some shit. Now that's gonna fuck her mindset up to where she gonna try to take the trauma out on me. She gonna try to maybe raise her voice at me, maybe disrespect me. I feel like men are it's just a whole different dynamic when it comes to trauma and dealing with obstacles. So I feel like men maybe not need to go to therapy as much as women do.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Lex, you can probably answer this. Like, if you were seeking someone and this guy's going to therapy, like I don't think that would be attractive to you. To where if it was Rob, I'm sorry, TK, you was looking for somebody, and it's like, oh, she going to therapy, I'm gonna fuck with her. I like her mindset. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But
Lex,
Personally, to me, it wouldn't bother me.
if he was going to therapy,
It wouldn't
like
bother me.
consistently,
Yeah,
you wouldn't think he had some mental issues or some type of problem.
No, I mean, I feel like, as a man, it's hard to not be a man outside. You're always protecting, providing, standing up. You always have to be strong. Sometimes you have to let yourself go. Sometimes you have to feel yourself, and I feel like that can happen. But of course, men don't want their women to always see them that way, or their children. Like they're only gonna always let out so much. So I feel like sometimes it's okay to have that outlet. Like I don't see it as a problem. There's a lot of people with childhood traumas, stuff that has happened to them that they can't control, and sometimes they just need somebody to listen to them. So I wouldn't necessarily think that that's a bad thing.
But as I was saying, CMarty, therapy normally should be the last thing in line for a man to do. Therapy can teach you some emotionally healthy coping mechanisms, better emotional maturity, things along that line. But like you said too, trauma and going through things is very important as a man.
Yeah.
So I want all your other stuff in line, and then you go to therapy if you need to go at all. But normally when a man's depressed, it's because something's out of line. He's not living his purpose. He didn't have big enough goals, hasn't been through enough. And that's normally when it's not a good idea for men to go to therapy.
That's fair.
But with women, like you said, women get better by talking things out. I think therapy is more of a feminine thing to do anyway. Bouncing ideas off each other, and you can talk about how things make you feel. I don't mind that for a woman.
I do think women feel better that way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes how I just cry for no reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, where we at? So sign number 3. There's no progress in the relationship.
That's a good one.
Guys, when you're with a woman, my favorite acronym is ABC. Always be closing. Now, believe it or not, guys, not every single girl is going to sleep with you on the very first night you meet her.
So women are sales.
Absolutely. Everything's sales, bro. This podcast is sales. Your podcast is sales. You're a trainer, that's sales. Job interview, that's sales as well.
I can't even deny that. You're right. Now, you got to expound on that though.
Okay. You're a personal trainer, right?
Yeah.
Your body and the way that you work out and your Instagram, that's kind of like your portfolio. And that's kind of when people come to you and consider training with you, that's kind of like your portfolio and your resume right there.
Yep.
And the fact that you have a podcast, you can talk about fitness all day, you have certifications, that's how you sell yourself to your clients. Now, if somebody was to see you with the followers you have and with the podcast you have compared to somebody else who may not know what they're talking about, they have a smaller Instagram, might be a little bit slightly chubbier, who would most people go with? They're going to go with you, with the followers, the clout, know what you're talking about. And that's actually more of a marketing issue too. But sales and marketing can while not synonymous, they can be kind of on that same role.
Yeah.
And men, going back to women, bro, the reason that most men go after their goals and their ambition, the reason you want to be in better shape, the reason that you don't drink or you don't smoke, the reason you know how to communicate and talk is because women like that shit. And every single day when a girl goes out and sees you, she's evaluating you between what she has at home or somebody she's talking to right now, and then you. If you can sell yourself better, not always, but most times, she'll pick you.
I can't argue with that, bro. You're right.
Yeah. So, no progress in a relationship, guys. Remember, always want to be closing with women. Always want to make the relationship go towards something. Have a goal in mind. And as I said earlier, not every girl's going to sleep with you on the first date. It's just not going to happen.
Shit.
But everybody not you, CMarty. But there should be progress made here, guys. There should be progress made.
Don't sell yourself short, fellas.
So let's say that y'all have a first date, right? Or fuck that. Let's start over. When you're talking to her on the phone.
That was so serious.
No. That was crazy,
Because
bro.
I had to think, bro. I had to think for a second. When you're talking on the phone, it should move from just being a phone call. It should ideally go from one or two phone calls to in person, and then from in person to back to your house, then from your house to y'all having sex, then from y'all having sex to her being over there more. That's how a relationship naturally should progress. If a girl's just constantly keeping you on the phone and never wants to leave that phone but wants to text you all day, that's normally a sign that she's not interested or she got somebody else.
But why is she texting all day if she don't want that type of interaction?
Glad you're asking these questions, bro, because it helps me kind of break it down for men at home. But remember, we have competing goals as men and women. Our goal is to get sex. Their goal is to get time. Remember, we're the man when we have 3 or 4 girls that we're smashing. Like, if I look at you and see that you got 4 or 5 bad joints that you just hitting, I'm like, that's the man. But when the girl reversed that, when she has 4 or 5 dudes doing things for her, giving her favors, giving her money, flying her out, and she ain't smashing none of them, that's when she's the man, because they want time. So remember, if you're giving a girl all your time without any sex in return, you are her hoe.
Yeah.
Shout out Patrice O'Neal. You're her time hoe.
So hold up. So what you saying is, so the way we view hoes is we smashing them.
Yep.
But you're a male hoe if you're giving her time with no sex in return.
Absolutely.
If I call you, I know you're gonna come over to my house and build this bookshelf and leave after I ask you to. I'm gonna call you. You're gonna come build it and you're gonna get out when I ask you to leave. And then we're gonna text. And then, oh yeah, my tire popped. I call you. I know you're gonna come fix it. You're gonna get me off the side of the road. That's it. Like, yeah.
Okay. So no progress in relationship is
Fucked
third.
up.
Number 4.
I hate it here.
That's not me though.
Number 3 and 4, it is you.
It's not me. You know.
Stop the cap.
The audacity.
Number 3 and 4 kind of coincide. So number 3 is no progress in the relationship. And number 4 is she never makes plans. And let's kind of...
She never makes plans.
Yeah, she never makes plans. And let's kind of talk on this a little bit earlier. When a girl will sell you a dream like she's going to go out with you, and she realized that, because women know when she has a debt due to you, you know, they're perfect at kind of getting right to that point where they know you got to either shit or get off the pot, as they would say. They get right there, then they back off. So if a girl finally gets to a point, she's like, damn, I've been talking to this nigga for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. If I don't give him some kind of play,
pussy,
something, I know he gonna basically run off and I'm gonna lose my time hoe.
Fade out.
So a girl would say, okay, I'll go out with you, because she feels bad, knows she has a debt to pay. So if she finally says, hey, we can go out on Saturday at 8 p.m. and then Saturday 5 p.m. comes, you get that, what do they say when they cancel on you, CMarty? What's the text?
Well,
Hey
hey.
girl, hey boo.
Nah, that's when you getting canceled for the cosmetology
That's
stuff.
the point.
That's
Like, it's the same
nah,
thing.
no. This is
Oh,
the
you
girl
mean like when a girl
about to flake on you. What's the
Don't-
number one indicator?
Don't hate me.
No, it's either don't hate me or you're gonna
you're
hate
going
me.
to don't be upset. So dot.
So when you get that you're gonna hate me text or don't hate me, you already know. Damn, where's my damn? I gotta be quicker with this.
Jesus.
I thought I had a donkey on here. Damn it.
Nah, I don't think you had a donkey on there.
How he know better than you?
I'm telling you, bro. This would have
By
been
the
fire if I
time
would have
you
known.
Find it.
Anyway, I do it. You a jackass.
He haw. You're
He
a
haw, he
jackass.
haw.
It's crazy.
You're a jackass, bro. He spent your ass again. So if you get to that point, fellas, when the girls is hard to make plans with, just X her out, man. Because I've learned, like, when you really have dealt with a lot of women, you learn who likes you and who don't. When a girl likes you, as Coach Corey Wayne would say, she makes it extremely easy for you. And that's not to say that every single seduction is going to be just 100% easy, because none really is. But when a girl truly likes you, it's not going to be that hard to get her on a date. She makes it hard to get her on a date. She don't like you like that. Last, signs you are her emotional gas station. And Alex, you said this at the beginning of the show too.
Mm-hmm.
She disappears after she gets what she needs.
Yeah.
Y'all might talk for 2 or 3 hours, 2 days in a row. You gave her advice on what she gonna do with her life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, you don't hear from her for a week or two until the next problem comes up, and then you back to square one. So if a girl's constantly talking to you for, let's say, 2 or 3 days in a row and disappears,
Bro.
that's a good sign she has no respect for you.
Whoa. Hold on. We got to talk about this.
Let's go.
That's why I love this podcast. So that's actually valid. So I had.
Oh shit.
Okay, never mind.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
Let's say
we already here.
hypothetically.
Okay.
Let's say a joint hit you. She's hit you about the blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she had been curving you. She'd been ignoring you. She hit you about the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Randomly adds you to the close friends.
That's a good sign so far. I'm liking it. Go ahead.
And now she's just responding and talking and telling you random shit. What does that mean?
Well, I had to ask a couple questions here. Out the blue, when you're saying out the blue, what's the period of time been like?
Months.
Did you already shoot your shot before that?
Yep.
Then that means she ready to get fucked. That's how I look at it. And it's up to you now to go ahead and progress and make that happen.
Okay.
A, B, C, always be closing. Because remember, a girl's not going to come out and say, hey, I broke up with my nigga and I want to fuck you now. She's going to come out and start talking about stupid stuff. She's going to put herself in your
Definitely
proximity.
stupid shit.
So it's your job as a man to decipher the situation and then make it happen. And she tell your ass no, then you know you're an emotional gas station.
Nah, that's dead. That's not.
I know you ain't gonna let that happen to you though.
Fuck.
I think it's time for some fantasy and nonsense.
Don't keep press the button.
That's your favorite button?
I want a soundboard back here.
I can get you one.
Yes.
And actually,
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. All right, so we got our girl Jayda Wayda.
Oh, brother.
Jayda Wayda?
Jayda Wayda.
The fake ass BBL jump?
Nah, that joint crazy though. I ain't gonna hold you.
It is.
Back shots.
All right, we're gonna do that one first.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, brother.
Keep putting it full screen. Thank you.
Oh, brother.
Ready?
Yep.
I messed up my 2-year celibacy for 3 minutes. It don't count.
Damn.
It don't count, girl. 3 minutes. Anything under 3 minutes don't count. And if you use a condom, it really don't count. You good. You can still say you celibate. I messed up my 2-year celibacy
Let her play
for 3 minutes.
so they can get the gist of it.
It don't count. It don't count, girl. 3 minutes. Anything under 3 minutes don't count. And if you use a condom, it really don't count. You good.
All right, we good.
You can still say you celibate.
Lex?
Get back in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, don't use that one. That's crazy though.
Lex, what you got to say?
I don't agree with that. That's actually insane. And just because you chose the wrong person to mess that up for, you gotta kind of take your L and keep it pushing.
So how do you know if there's any ladies watching the show?
A body is a body. Like you can't just not.
No, but
count
how do you
people.
know? How do you know if like a nigga is gonna put it down? Because I had a joint tell me like I know you was about to bust my ass. I've had joints tell me that. Like, how do you know
sometimes
that?
you can get a read on people, but like just because, like, I don't know. Why you look?
So you
like
can't
that?
tell. You can't tell if a nigga's gonna bust your ass or not.
CMarty, when that girl said that to you, that was her hope and her prayer that she was going to do that. Not that she had any kind of solid proof.
That's why I said you can try and get a read on people, but like at the end of the day,
Well, she told me that after I didn't disappoint.
That's my point.
Okay.
If you were disappointed, what would she have said?
Crazy shit.
Been in a group chat.
Would have been. Oh, yep, that part.
So I got a couple of things to say to this video. Were you done with your point, Alex, or no?
Oh yeah. No, I was just answering his question.
No, but you didn't answer it though.
Wait.
You kind of didn't.
I said
You didn't answer it.
no.
I said, how can you tell
From a woman's perspective?
From a woman's perspective, how do you know like a nigga? Oh, this nigga not gonna be no 3-minute nigga. Like, how do you know that?
I mean, like I said, I feel like you might be able to try and get a read on the dude, but at the end of the day, you really don't know. In my personal
So there's no way to know.
In my personal opinion, I feel like no, there is no way to know.
Okay.
I don't think it's a full proof
Like,
way to know anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You kind of
like,
can
not
just
all
go
the
off of
time.
past experience because I've seen a lot of chicks that say that like they'll be flaking on a dude for a very long time, and they finally let him hit. They'd be like, damn, I should have been let you hit a long time ago. If they would have known that the sex was going to be good from the beginning, they would have probably fucked him a long time ago, but they don't know.
But at the same time, he could have only did that because he had been flaking and he had to prove a point.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like you're saying the dude, he really put it down. Maybe he was just trying to prove a point. Like, oh yeah, you've been playing with me for so long, blah, blah, blah. He finally put it down and then maybe that's it.
Well, if you got good sex, you got good sex. I mean, you could do it a little bit harder, of course, but like, pause.
But he
you could do a little bit.
What he could have, like, what I'm saying is he could have actually just did it like he was just trying to get his nut off and keep it pushing, is what I mean. If that makes sense.
But does that equate good sex for a woman though?
No, but that's my point. Never mind.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So there's a couple lessons to take from this video here, guys. One thing is that women run on feelings first. Remember, a woman can argue 2 + 2 is 5 because it feels like 5. Women more care about how a message is conveyed than what's being conveyed, right? So my favorite freaking bar of a line is from Seinfeld. George Costanza, he said, it's not a lie if you believe it. And if a girl really believes that a body doesn't count because the dude came too fast, he bust too quick, he used a condom, it wasn't good, a girl can literally rationalize and tell herself that I believe it didn't happen, so it didn't. It's not a lie if you believe it.
So if you ask her, hey, did you fuck such and such? And she says no, like in her mind, she's telling the truth, is what you're saying. Bars.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's fucking crazy.
Absolutely.
Lex, what you guys say to that?
It's not right.
But do women do it though?
I've known some that.
All right. So lesson number 2 here, guys. Never ask a woman her body count.
Oh, fuck no.
I'm honest about mine.
Stop the cap.
Because
did you ask her about her body count?
I think I did, didn't I?
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah, but
It's not crazy. Like,
it's not
very
it's
much
not
so
something
chill.
it's not something that you should
the
make a
cap.
practice of doing because you'll never get the real number because of what Jayda Wayda just said.
Do you believe Lex number?
I'll get to that in a second.
I know you lying.
It's because of what Jayda Wayda just said. They don't count certain dudes. If it's not a boyfriend, that don't count. If the sex was bad, that don't count. If she felt bad after the fact, it doesn't count. So a woman has two body counts. Her actual body count and the body count she feels she has.
That's crazy.
And you'll never know which one you're actually getting. And as J. Cole would say, she says she only fucked like 4 or 5 niggas. So you got to do what?
Multiply by 3.
Facts.
And what's crazy is we talked about this. I think we talked about this last night. How we was like, when you really talk to women and their experiences with certain men, and it's like she be talking about like all these dweeb and weird ass niggas.
Can you hold that thought, bro?
My bad.
No, I really want you to hold it to the next segment, bro.
Okay,
We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there.
All
We're gonna go there.
my bad.
Trust me.
Because we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, we gonna get there right after this.
I had a hell of a day.
And you fucking know you ain't talking to the mic right now. What's up, bro?
It was just a hell of a day, bro. I'm sorry.
This dude lit. All right, so last thing.
Big fact.
These are the kind of women that your girlfriends and their friends look up to. And I'm not saying this for every chick, but a lot of women idolize these women, and the things that they say is almost gospel to them. So if a girl sees Jayda Wayda say that, next thing you know is going to be, oh, if she says that, then my line of thinking is correct. These people have influence on the type of women that we deal with, guys. So normally if you hear a girl say some bird ass shit like that, and your girl likes people like this, chances are it's not because chances are it's because she just like that under everything. So just keep that in mind. All right, this is what I want you to do, CMarty. So we're gonna watch this next fantasy and nonsense video, and then we're gonna talk about this because this one kind of like bewildered me.
Oh shit!
I found another one. I actually sent it to you.
We gotta do it a different day because
I know. I'm just saying for future.
I be sending TK like,
bro. I got
5
you,
clips a day.
Word?
All right, hold on. So we gotta redraw the caption real quick. Her boyfriend is mad with her because he wants to drive her car while she's at work. This some straight baby boy stuff.
Yeah, I was.
So where you been all day?
Work.
So
Where else do I be at?
What?
Where else do I be at?
Why didn't I drop you off at work? Why didn't you just let me drop you off at work?
Because it's my car and I didn't want you to drop me off at work.
I always drop you off.
Okay, but today I didn't want you to drop me off.
You inconsiderate as hell. What if I had something to do, anything? Like, you don't care what I got to do.
I wanted to drive my car to work today, and that's just what it is.
Car.
So
I needed it.
Okay, well, you could have Ubered or something like you had me do them days when you didn't care about me having to be to work. Yes, it makes sense. Did it make sense that I Ubered and it's my car?
I'm waking up, it's a whole car.
Did it make? Oh, I wake up and I have my own car, but somehow I still be having to Uber to work sometimes.
Oh, you finna piss me off, bro.
Okay, you already pissed me off, so.
8 o'clock.
Okay, I've been at work. I can go to work in my car. What you not understanding about that?
So, you finna let me do what I have to do or what?
You can Uber to go do what you have to do.
You off work, so
why you been waiting on me all day? I've been at work all day. Why would you wait all the way till I get home at 8 o'clock to talk about?
Why would I?
One, he trying to go pick up another bitch. 2 is him hanging his hands through the window for me.
Bro, stop sharing real quick. All right, CMarty, that's where I want you to come in, but let me go ahead and take this first.
Get the camera off me, bro.
First of all, fellas, I talked to Toon and CMarty about this last night. Never be afraid to shoot your shot at any woman. I don't care if you consider her out of your league, too beautiful for you, whatever the case is, because I promise you, Every single chick has dealt with a freaking loser. She's dealt with a guy that's uglier than you, has less money than you, and doesn't have any goals or ambition. So remember this video the next time that you think a woman's out of your league. Because I don't care how bad she is, she's dealt with a dweeb. So go ahead, CMarty, talk about the dweeb thing you were about to talk about a little bit earlier.
Listen. Now, I'm sorry, bro. That shit breaks my heart that you're shooting your shot at a woman and she dealt with a dweeb before you. She dealt with a dude on that type of time, bro. And I'm sorry. I'm not going to get personal. I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to say.
Hold on. I got it.
I'm not going to
say what race, what people.
Okay.
But like, yo, I mean, personally, I've dealt with a woman who said she moved a guy in her house.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, like, you'd be shocked if you have conversations with women and who they fuck with. And women, if you watch this, you'd be shocked with guys and who they say they fuck with and what they put up with. So you should never feel insecure about shooting your shot at whoever the fuck you want.
I want to say two things to that, though, CMarty. Isn't it so weird how just the fact of somebody, you calling yourself a man, and you feel comfortable enough to ask the person that you call your girlfriend to use your car, would that even cross your mind to do something like that?
Never crossed my mind. And if it's her car, she could do whatever she wants. Like, bro, like you have no say in what she does with her car. If you're not putting no bread up, if you're not paying her car note, her car insurance, nigga, she could do what the fuck she wants.
But that shows you how entitled most dudes are and the type of losers that most women deal with.
That's facts.
Because I would never even think to do anything like that. And people are going to try to say that we're being really harsh right now, but let's be a little bit nuanced here.
Fuck that.
Fellas, I'm not saying if you're going through a hard time and something happened to you one time, but this you can tell this is a habitual thing that constantly happens. Why the hell would you even want your girl in an Uber and put her safety at risk and you around driving her car? What sense does that make it, bruh? But then, like I said too, CMarty, when I see the type of chicks that women deal with, the type of dudes that chicks deal with, I get turned off innately, bro. Because I'm like, why are you letting somebody like this be up inside you? I can't fuck with you after that, bro. It's just me. And it's not necessarily that he's bad, he's down on his luck. It's the mentality of it. Like you said, entitlement. There's no discipline there. And how you going to try to come and regulate something you're not paying for?
And I think a lot of women don't look at the end. Like, what's the future hold? Like,
at all.
You expect this guy to be in charge of a family, protect a family, take care of a family. Like, what's the end goal? And I think a lot of women just don't have that mindset. What is it in 10 years, 15 years? Whereas us, we're gonna look at a woman and be like, oh nah, I can't deal with this shit in 10 years. This is gonna be a disaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
bro, I don't have no kids. I don't have any kind of like primary responsibility like that. And I'm already thinking 20, 30, 40 years ahead. Nigga, I think about my death every day, not to even try to get like grim, but you have to understand your endpoint and where you are right now and kind of reverse engineer where you want to be at that point.
Yeah.
Women only care about the here and now.
Yeah.
How does it make me feel right now?
And what's crazy, apparent, I mean, it's unfortunate in our community, even, you know, before I got here, I told you I had a hell of a day. Dude was like, oh yeah, you 31 with no kids yet? The fuck is you doing? You gotta step it the fuck up. I'm like, bro, what kind of fucking comment is that? That's not like...
You know what comment that is? That's a nigga that had kids too early, did not reach his potential, and now is hating on the freedom and financial freedom that you have right now.
He wants you to feel his pain.
Facts.
And suffering.
Yep.
Because the funny thing about it, bro, if I was to have kids and I felt fulfilled in my life, I don't care what you would do if you did or did not have kids. It's 100% up to you. I know I feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to comment on your situation whatsoever.
Yeah.
But that's somebody, as we always say, misery loves company. He's miserable and he wants you to be right there with him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's people though, bro.
That's people.
But I also want to say about the car thing. Guys, this is a lot more common than you think. And I have I talk to so many women, not only on this podcast, but on the back end. I have a lot of female friends that I talk to. I have a lot of cousins. You'll be surprised the type of stuff women put up with, especially black women. And I hate to keep putting it back on us.
I'm not going to say.
I'm not going to say what race, what people.
Dude, when I hear some of the stories that some of our black women put up with, I'm mortified, bro. Because how you able to let a man, if you even want to call that person that, I'm not even going to say that, I'm going to say a male, how do you let him come and do something like this? And then not only that, you see his bad characteristics. You see he don't finish nothing. You see he has no discipline. You see he's full of shit. And then you say, listen, I know I have other options right now, but you don't do anything. You're bad for me.
Men are the prize.
And I'm going to have your kid. That's some crazy ass stuff, bro. But women do it all the time. What you laughing at, bro?
Men are the prize, bro. That's why she puts up with it.
Listen, man. True men are the prize. All that other stuff, y'all can have it, bro. But yeah, fellas.
Woman has to prove her worth.
The whole thing is, don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Because I promise you, she dealt with some losers before you, man.
Just be a stepdaddy, bro.
This nigga trolling tonight. All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap
What's
this
wrong with
episode
stepdads,
up.
bro?
I ain't never doing that. Actually, you know what? I'm never going to say never. But 9 chances out of 10, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing it. What?
Okay.
Alex
Don't piss me
Alex
off.
just shot me a death look. I ain't doing that.
Don't piss me off.
Can we get back to that?
So if Lex had kids, she have it. Never mind.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
You still fuck with Lex if she had kids?
If she had one,
If Lex had 2 kids, you wouldn't fuck with her at all.
probably not.
We've had conversations like this.
But bro, even then, a chick would have to be a hell of a catch for me, even consider wiping her with 1 kid. Like she got to be.
Catch. Not too much, just enough.
How to break free from being an emotional gas station. We're going to give all this last little bit of game. We get the hell out of here because I ain't dealing with you today.
Don't piss me off. It's the nighttime.
She talking some not too much. Steps goes in a full villain mode, bro.
Steps to break free being an emotional gas station. Number 1, guys, set boundaries. Boundaries is what women find attractive. Remember, it's this common misconception that women don't like nice guys. It's 100% cap. Women actually do like nice guys when you're a nice guy with boundaries. So when you have that, hey, stop playing with me. Hey, you have rules and standards for yourself. Women like that. They love that, actually. But what happens is most nice guys don't have a spine or anything to stand on. So they go over to the hyper masculine guys or the hyper emotional guys that fake is masculine. And they deal with that because they're not afraid to check them. The more women that you have, the easier it is to check a woman. And remember, women are about subconscious communication. When you're able to check her, it subconsciously tells her you have other women. You're not afraid to lose her. And women find that attractive. Number 2, limit communication. Guys, don't be talking to her every single day with no progression. And even then, you want to make sure that your time and your attention is a scarce resource. People work for things that are hard to acquire. 48 laws of power again. Use absence to increase respect and honor. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And if you aren't as readily available, she's going to appreciate and love you a lot more than if you were.
So you got to disappear on her a little bit, is what you're saying.
Sometimes,
A
bro.
lot of it.
Sometimes.
If you're an emotional gas station, gotta go.
So ignore her sometimes.
Definitely, bro.
Absolutely.
And don't be too freely available. And remember, women get caught up on the emotional rusher thing. So it's I hate to say it this way, but it's 2 extremes. It's you showing her that you're a good person, you have a good future with her, take her out on an awesome date, then don't talk to her for 3 or 4 days. It's the damn, we were on this great ass date and now he won't even talk to me. Most dudes be thirsty as hell trying to talk to me after the fact. Women love figuring it out. It's like a movie. You know, a guy, for the most part, we're okay with going to the movie knowing what happened at the beginning and the end. We're good. Women are more about the ride of the movie. Okay, how's this plot point going? What's the problem? How's this person feeling? The character development.
So you ghost her, you disappear a little bit, and she's like, "Oh yeah, why you don't want to see me?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give her the highs of highs and the lows of lows, bro. That's how you win the game.
So what you say? If she's like, "Hey, you haven't seen me in a while. Like, what's going on? I'm just wondering what's going on." What you say to that?
What do I say to her? Hey man, you know, I've been busy. I've been thinking about you though. When can I see you again? Boom.
That's why you my fucking guy. Oh, get the fuck out of
She
here,
be
Lex.
hating, bro.
Oh yeah, she be hating. She definitely hating.
Okay, so number 3, guys, like women who like you. Pretty self-explanatory. When you deal with a chick who likes you, the game becomes easy. And that's not saying you're not going to have any resistance, guys, because you probably will. But when a chick likes you, she makes herself available. She'll talk to you. She wants to be around you. She wants to see you. And those are the best kind of women to deal with. Because women make the game very, very easy for most guys. But what happens, just like girls lie to themselves about the kind of dudes they deal with, dudes lie to themselves about the kind of women they deal with. If a chick's hard to get with, doesn't text you back, won't see you, what does that tell you? Cut your losses and move on. But most guys would think that if a girl breadcrumbs them, gives them a little bit of hope, they can turn things around. It's not worth your investment. Cut your losses, move on. That's not to say that she can't possibly come back in the future, but who gives a fuck? Cut your losses, move on. If she comes back, she does. She done. She done. Where we at time-wise, Alex?
An hour and 12.
Okay. I think that's a good place to kind of cap this off at. I love this episode, man. It was good. Just sitting down here, just the family, talking a little bit of game. I like the fact you asked some questions, CMarty. Helped me kind of expand myself and kind of.
But I told you we need more men's episodes, bro.
Nah, bro. I like this
because we're not only giving the game, but we deal with real life shit too. And so, you know, you got to think when people are watching, they got these same questions. You know what I'm saying? So we got to expound on it a little bit. So,
and I'm glad because, bro, you kind of keep me accountable because, like, I've been reading about this for so long, so I kind of can come at it from a higher level. And when most guys just need to know the basics sometimes. So you ask me these questions, it kind of gets me to that point of like trying to think about the advice I would have needed and broken down a lot simpler if I was 18, 19, or 20, 21. So, I mean, that's good stuff, bro. And I want to also not only do the women episodes, but this is what y'all care about the most, but I definitely want to do some more fitness episodes, some more finance episodes. I'm looking for people in the DMV. So if y'all see this here in the DMV right now, if you're like a realtor, you do social media marketing, banker, any kind of person that has a profession that we can come on and talk about some Shattered Illusionz, come on, man, DM us on the page. And I think that'll help a lot of guys out too.
Yeah, I mean, DMV, even if you close Jersey, New York,
Absolutely.
Like if you want to drive down, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe we could meet you or something. We could work something out.
Absolutely.
We're trying to expand. So, you know, feel free to reach out.
And the same thing goes for CMarty, his podcast. And he he a little bit stricter with his vetting process. But if you're a good personal trainer, a nutritionist, anything like that, let us know, man. We definitely trying to collab and trying to grow this thing and make it big as possible. Pause for you guys. I was going to say for you guys before that. So, damn.
Ooh, you been on one tonight, my love.
Hello.
I think you should.
Yeah, TK tripping.
Is anybody on?
I think y'all two should do a show with D.
D who?
Derek.
Oh yeah, D's always welcome on the platform. You know what D is, bro.
Oh, Derek. Yeah. I think we should do that.
That would be
cool. Yeah, I think so too. But we gonna keep growing this thing as big as possible. And I'm liking what we're doing, guys. And remember, this is about you. This is about the value that you want us to bring to you. So I don't care who it is. you got somebody that you want to bring down here, as long as they're bringing value. And CMarty's always said this, man. Don't DM us and say, how can I get on the show? Because I will leave you on red. DM us, tell us what you do, how you can provide value to the audience. And like I just said earlier, relationship should be a two-way street. So if you're giving us value, we'll give you value right back. But just don't be an asshole and just say, hey, let me get on the show. Ain't gonna happen, bro. We work too hard for that. So show some respect. We'll show you some in return. But go ahead, CMarty. Actually, Lex, last thoughts on the show.
Loved being down here with you guys. Great conversation. And like I said, I do want my own soundboard. So let's get on that. Hey.
That wasn't even me that time.
I know.
Like soundboard might be overboard. I don't know, actually.
Well, I would never.
I think you would be doing too much.
Soundboard.
I think you'd be doing too much. Just
I would never.
Brother to sister, I think you would be doing too much. I'm just being honest, bro. I can't see you using that shit like
in a positive way.
Like a mature person.
I feel like, all right, how about we get like a certain amount of sounds maybe a sound. Every
2 sounds. That's all you get.
That's going to be the thing for Shattered Illusionz.
You get 2 sounds.
5.
Besides the second studio, this is going to be a camera for Lex and then a soundboard. That's what we're going to do before 2020. What we at, 2025?
I've been told my faces are top tier.
Your what?
My faces are top tier. Like my reaction faces are top tier.
Yeah, they are. Right.
Who told you that?
A lot of people. You're funny. Oh,
they are right. Average at best, in the words of Kevin Samuels.
Who told you that?
Hating?
No, who told you that?
Who hasn't told me that? Be like, your face is crazy at work, in the gym, everywhere I go. Be like, you making the funniest faces.
Go ahead,
don't say it.
Go ahead, bro.
Don't say it.
Let's see why it gets plugged in. Let's go.
All right, listen. Hey, great to be back on the show. I know we didn't have the ladies here. I can blame myself for that. I got here a little late. I had a long day, had a lot going on today.
What time is it?
It's late. But listen, man, it's not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. And I responded in a mature manner. I'm getting more mature because the old me, I wouldn't even showed up because I'd have been cussing folks out. So that's what I will say. But great episode. Stop it. What certification? It's like, no, let me stop.
Oh my God.
All right. Great episode, family. Appreciate you. TK, keep doing your thing. I love what you're doing, bro. I'm gonna keep sending you clips and blowing your phone up when I see shit because I feel like you got a great path to grow the platform. Lex, keep doing your thing. And look, if you need some fitness content, bro, listen, I got the best fitness content out. CMarty Fit on Instagram, CMarty Fit on TikTok, CMarty Fit on YouTube. Subscribe to the page, share with a friend. Don't get in your feelings. If you're in your feelings, that's not the page for you. And with all that being said, I'm going to let TK take us home. And I said what I said.
As I always say, fellas, I appreciate y'all and love y'all, man. We're going to turn Shattered Illusionz into a household name. We're going to be Army in the next few months. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know what kind of value we can provide for you guys. But as I always say, that'd be like all our time till the next time. This is the Shattered Illusionz Podcast. Kill the fantasy. Build the dream. We love y'all, boys. We are out of here.
Shut this